Hello everybody, welcome to my next video. I thought today I'd show you a couple of little projects repurposing old books. I know a lot of you don't like to cut up books, but at the moment there's not many shops open, so it's very difficult to get hold of craft materials. And some craft papers can be really expensive. The other nice thing about using books is you can get a nice vintage look with them. Doesn't have to be books though, you can also use maps. As I've done on this one, you can see that's an old map that I've cut up. You can use sheet music, you can use anything you can get your hands on. Okay, so the two projects I'm going to show you today are these little flowers. The one I'm going to make is going to be bigger though, so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm also going to make a little hanging decoration. Okay, I've put the brown around it, make it look a little bit more vintagey. To make these, what we're going to need is we're going to need some more book pages, scissors, a pen to cut around our templates, a glue stick, some string to hang our little hanging decoration up. We're going to need some pastels. Okay, now when you're using pastels, always make sure you've got baby wipes and kitchen roll to hand because they do get quite messy and you don't want to get the colour all over everything else. And you also need some templates. Move a few of these bits out of the way. So I've got a circle template there, that's for when I do the flower. Let's pop that down there. And I've got templates to cut out my shapes for our hanging decoration. Now this one's a heart, okay, so there's a heart template. However, what I tend to do is with something like this is use half of a template, like that. That's half of our heart, okay, and it just makes cutting out a little bit quicker and a little bit easier. Because each of these needs to be folded, we can fold our piece of paper. Just fold this in half. And cut down the fold, put the template on the fold and cut around it, draw around it, then cut around it, and it's already folded in half. Okay, always use a template because to do something like this, you need to have every one exactly the same size. Okay, so for this demonstration, I'm going to be making a butterfly one of these instead of a heart. So that's my butterfly template, and then that is half of my butterfly. Okay. I've already got some of these cut out to speed things along a little bit. So I'm just going to cut the last two out here. So let's just pop these on the fold. So make sure it's right up to that fold. Draw around it. And then we can cut them out. You need 6 of whichever shape you're doing. So I've already got 4 cut out. There we go. And let's cut these last ones out. And on to the last one. There we go, that's the last one of that. When we're gluing, save your table, glue on top of something. So again, an ideal use for all of these book pages. Okay, and what we need to do is we need to glue all of these together. So keep them folded and then glue them on top of each other. So we're going to use our glue stick and just glue around them. Make sure the edges are well covered. There we go, put that one on top, make sure it lines up, particularly in the middle. And just keep gluing them till you've got all 6 of them on. That's not straight. Let's straighten that up a little bit. Yeah. Next one. Okay, that's number 4. Number 5. And number 6. There we go. Right, just going to move this page out of the way because it's got glue on it. There we go. So that's our 6 stuck together. I'm just going to wipe my hands because they're quite gluey. Now, in order to be able to hang it up and for it to fan out, we need to glue these last 2 together. So I'm just going to open it up. When we glue it together, we need to make sure our string is in. So this is just some garden twine. I think I got this from the pound shop, 4 rolls for £1, so really good buy. Cut a length of string off. Okay, you need to glue both sides. And then pop your string in between before you close it up. Okay, make sure it's as near to the middle as possible because then when you hang it up, it's not going to be lopsided. There we go, and then just fold that one over and stick it down. There we go. Push it down really, really well. There we are. So there we go. You can see it's hanging up. What we need to do is we need to open out all of the butterfly wings. So there should be 6 in total. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And that looks quite nice as it is, but we want to add a little bit of colour to it. Now, to make the heart look a little bit more vintagey, a little bit more aged, I use brown pastel on it. I think I'm going to add a bit of colour to this one, so perhaps a little bit of blue. Okay, so just got the hands again. So this is blue pastel. What you need to do before you start using it is round the edge off a bit. Let me just show you the difference. With a rounded edge, we get quite a nice covering like that. If we use a pointy edge, it's a little bit too sharp for what we want. You can use that for other things, but for what we want, it needs to be a nice rounded edge. Okay. So what we need to do is we take our pastel and just go around the edge of each one. And then when we've gone around the edge, just take your finger and rub it in. There we go. So we've just got a hint of colour on the edges. We don't want anything too sharp or too bright. There we go. And that's one done. My advice when doing this is make sure that your glue is 100% dry. My glue's still a little bit wet, so it is affecting how the pastel goes on. You might not want to use pastels. You can put some nice little sparkly bits on, some pearls or diamonds. You can get sticky ones from Pound Shop, Home Bargains, The Works, places like that. There we go. See, where it's a little bit darker, that's where the glue's still a little bit wet. Okay, let's turn it over and we'll keep doing these till we get to the end. You could experiment with this if you wanted to. You could put a couple of different colours of pastel on and see how they blend together. There we go. I think we're on the last one now. I like using pastels, but you do get in a bit of a mess with them. Tend to get under the nails and all over the place. There we go. And I think that's the last one. Right, okay. So let's open this up. Oh, I missed one there. Let's just do that one. So again, that's the danger of doing them when they're not completely dry. Wings tend to stick together a little bit. There we go. Let's have a look at that then. Let's open it up. We should have 6 wings. There we are. There we go. And that's our little hanging butterfly. These would look lovely with each wing a different colour, maybe in rainbow colours, hanging the window, that sort of thing. There we go. Right, let's just move that one out of the way. I'm going to clean my fingers properly with a baby wipe, because I don't want pastel to be getting all over my next little project. Just give them a bit of a dry. Let's pop that pastel out of the way. Right then, so for the next one, we're going to make this flower. Okay. Now, the one I'm going to show you is going to be a little bit larger so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay. I've already got the circles cut out for this, just to save a little bit of time. Okay. And you need 7 circles. What you need to do with each one is fold the edges in. Okay. And in order to make sure they're all the same, you see I've just folded those 2 bottom edges in. To make sure that they're all the same, I just pop another circle on top, and then you can see where the fold is, and then you can ensure that they're all exactly the same, because you want the petals of the flower to be more or less the same size, otherwise it's not going to work and it's not going to fit on the circle at the bottom. So you fold 6 of these circles up. Okay, so we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then with the other circle, I'm going to get a bit of paper to put this on. We need to cover it completely in glue, like that. Plenty of glue on to make sure everything sticks to it. There we go. Okay. And then we need to arrange our petals onto the centre of this flower, so that they're just touching, so that these 2 stand up in the middle. There we go. Might need to move them out a little bit to make sure that they all fit on. Next one. This one there, not right, so we need to move out a little bit further. Leave a little bit of a gap in the middle so that we can fit the last petal in. And then pop the last one in there. There we go. Might need to wiggle it about a little bit so that these all fold together nicely. There we go, so that they all stand up nicely together. There we go. And that's a really simple, quick, easy make for the children to do. You can colour them. You can use any type of paper. You can just lift it up so you can see it. You can pop them onto a lollipop stick or a skewer and pop them in a jar or a vase. Decorate a jam jar to put them in. And you can get some nice effects. Like I say, colour them if you want, use different types of paper, anything else that you want. Keep a look out, because I'm hopefully going to be doing a couple more projects recycling books. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I hope you can join me again soon.